Okay. Get the timer out. And we're ready.
Hello, David.
Nina, and welcome to the Equestrian Pedestrian.
Built and beautiful, evolving equestrians, Summerwood Stables. Please come visit us on social media. And before we even get started today, would you do us a kindness and subscribe? That would be awesome.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. So, David, we enjoy to do Liberty here.
That's my favorite.
Where would you personally draw the line to what you would feel comfortable wanting to, say, learn with one of the horses?
Where would I draw the line with what activity?
When you pick oh, I want to learn how to do that, or oh, that looks cool. I saw that on Facebook, and
anything that's risky that I don't think I can control, or that would injure the horse or hurt the horse,
would be something that you wouldn't want to do.
Yeah, like even the pedestal. Sometimes if they land on it wrong and you
get very nervous.
Yeah, I don't want to get hurt.
You like to micromanage them.
Well, I just
because you
don't
want to have an injury.
Micromanage is a strong word, but yeah, I guess that's it.
So at least with the pedestal, there's rubber. Ours anyway. Ours has rubber. It's a large tire. There's rubber around, and it's not that high. So we've lowered the risk factor.
True.
But what would you think about wanting to teach the horses to do like log rolling, or getting on top of a moving barrel and shuffle it around with their feet to roll it?
It's like some circus stuff. That's really dangerous.
So when you see something like that or hear that makes you think...
It's a great way for them to get injured.
When I see it, all I can think of is every Murphy's Law.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my God, even with the most skilled horse or the most skilled handler, human, what have you,
to control that.
there's no way to minimize the riskiness of that.
Exactly. Minimize the risk.
Is it worth it?
No.
That's what I think.
Unless you're running a circus and you're making good money, but no, it's not about the money. You could be making $1 million a show.
Don't you feel
a
that as, say, maybe like a circus trainer or an animal trainer or someone who is designing a show for, say, like a Cavalia or like a SeaWorld, don't you think it's up to us, the people creating and designing the show, to say, here's what we're going to show you? That's up to me. That's not up to the audience.
Right.
The audience doesn't know what they want to see. You're sort of telling the audience what they want to see.
Yeah.
Most of the audience doesn't know a horse from, a mule from a zebra, except for the fact that maybe there's some long ears and some stripes.
That's true. I'm still learning.
Yeah. So we, as someone who would orchestrate, I think that we have to realize it could be anything we want it to be. Same thing with riding lessons. Same thing with any sort of horse training. We have some control, so why don't we want to be responsible and take that control? Why do you think? We're afraid that we're not going to make any money.
Yeah, we're not going to wow people. People aren't going to be impressed. They're going to get a bad reputation. Oh, they don't do cool tricks. You don't want to go see them.
So it's the fault of the competitors, of your competitors.
Yeah.
You feel like you've got to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not the consumers, it's the competitors.
So you think it's something like, well, so and so in their circus, their horse jumps through a ring of fire, so now I have to.
Yeah, because the consumers are going to say, well, I saw that guy, and then I go to see you, and the horses didn't do anything. So, and then they're going to tell their friends, and then you're going to lose your business.
Okay, so it's very exploitive, basically.
Yeah,
and we're
exploiting
for monetary reasons when we make decisions like that.
It's not about the horse, it's about us.
So what makes me a little bit crazy is that people who are online and want to teach their horse fun things to do, they're not drawing that line. They see kind of like a monkey see, monkey do. They're seeing a dangerous trick and saying, oh, I want to teach that. But they don't need to make any money off their horse. They're just wanting to have fun and do something that will help the bond.
Well, with social media now, everybody wants to show off too. So
That's a good point.
It ends up being
everybody's doing their own circus.
Yeah.
Or everybody wants to do their own circus.
Wow, how did you get your horse to do that? That's so cool.
social media is sort of a culprit in this too,
Yeah, it is.
because we want to again keep
Depending
up
on
with the
which
Joneses.
world you're in. Because in our world, we're showing how ethical we can do things in liberty. And then other people are saying, well, look what I did, completely ethical. So we're pushing that world forward. But in the traditional world, unfortunately, they're pushing the bad way forward. So, yeah.
Okay, so don't you think that it's important then for some of us to push the idea? Some man got very mad at me on social media, and he made fun of the name, the equestrian pedestrian, because he said, and the thing that I always worried about, that someone would think of the word pedestrian and associate it with it being very plain, mundane,
Oh, yeah.
vanilla. But then I thought to myself, yes, that's another thing that I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate liberty and tricks and fun engagement for the regular person. I am a regular person. All of us are regular people.
Pedestrians.
You know, we're regular people, most of us. There's usually only one star of the movie. There's only one winner in the horse show.
Right, we can't all be stars.
Yeah, that's not all our journey. So it's our responsibility in our journey to recognize the beauty of just the simple, wonderful aspect of having a relationship with your horse. And I believe if you start facing your horse with dangerous circus tricks, that's a very quick way.
And the less they're going to want to work with you.
Yeah, well, that's a very quick way
less
to break trust.
Yeah.
Very
And
quick
then,
way to
and then
break
the less
trust.
happy you'll be, the less money you'll make, the more horses you're going to have to buy and take care of and get put down, and it's not worth it.
If we're trying to promote, which we are, the forever horse, then we also have to sadly sometimes point out when things are dangerous and they're going to hurt that horse. Because what happens then when that horse gets hurt and that person can't use it anymore for the purpose of performing a trick, because now it's hurt? That horse is probably going somewhere that's not good. It's going to the auction, it's going to the slaughterhouse. It's our responsibility to take care of the horses that we have, give them a forever home, and not to put them in harm's way, whether it's by, jumping terribly technical and large and trappy cross-country jumps, or having them roll a barrel or jump off a diving board.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I also saw on this person's page, they asked the horse to walk on a balance beam.
Oh, God.
Why? I don't care to see that.
That's
Is that
cruel.
entertaining to you?
No.
I don't think anybody would find it entertaining.
It's one thing if, like, Steve-O and the guys from those stunt shows do crazy things, because that's their own... It might come from a bad place, but it's their decision to do something crazy that can get you hurt.
It is their prerogative.
But for
Absolutely.
a horse, it's so cruel. It's just awful.
It is. It's abusive.
Yeah.
It's abusive.
And no one wants to see it.
This man actually private messaged me, and I have never heard a diatribe and litany.
Oh,
He
wow.
went off on me like gangbusters. I guess he feels very threatened by the
Yeah.
message that we're sending
He
out.
knows it's wrong what he's doing.
It was so long. I was like, I was reading a book. I was yawning. I'm like, and he actually gave me every synonym for the word pedestrian that you could imagine. He went to every dictionary and every resource to find out, some other boring synonym for pedestrian. It's threatening to people to suggest that we all could examine ourselves and see
Right.
what we could do better
Right.
and what we could do in a more compassionate way. I ask myself every day, I've been realizing something lately. There's something that I think that a few of the horses enjoy more than food and more than treats.
What's that?
Freedom.
Right.
Mercy literally did not want to eat one
Oh,
carrot.
yeah.
She just wanted out of her stall.
She ran today just to roll
Yeah.
in front of the haystack. She
Yeah.
couldn't wait to stretch out.
Freedom is very, very important to them. And if you're constantly asking yourself, how can I give my horse more of what is important to them? How can I minimize their risk in the
Yeah.
things that are important to me? I think there's a happy medium in there somewhere.
You brought up pushing them to do these really gnarly tricks. I was thinking even at the other end, just pushing them just to continue doing what you're already working on can also, in a way, be
Yes,
abusive or unfair,
absolutely.
and giving them that love and that freedom. Like today I was working with Diane and we thought she would try with the trot one more time, and usually I'm the one that wants it. Let's just get a little bit more out. We're already here. And I was like, no, I think we're good. It was a good day.
Oh yeah, drilling can be just as harmful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, to
And
the psyche.
I don't want to do it, or the horse can have an accident because they're resentful, they're frustrated,
Yeah, and they're not focusing
they're not focused.
as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we're frustrated, and it's just downhill.
That all comes back to really trying to listen to your horse too, to be fair.
All these themes are the
to be
same.
just.
They
Yeah,
all-
it all comes back to the same thing.
Consent, trust, love,
To use compassion as your compass.
compassion as your compass.
It always comes back to that, to use compassion as your compass. If you don't know, if you're at a crossroads and you don't know which way to turn, take out your compassion and use it as a compass and say which way is the kinder, more loving way to go. I don't think you'll ever make a wrong turn that way.
I agree.
Well, thank you, David.
Thank you.
See you on the next one.
See you the next one, guys.
Thank you.